Trisha joins us now. Man.
Hi, Trisha.
I was like, who's that young girl with no lines on her face? Who is that girl?
And the love
Oh,
story
child.
with you and Garth. Scott and I can't get enough.
Not enough.
Last time we interviewed him, Trisha, he was telling us that he calls you Jack and that y'all sit in this double chair. I mailed you a blanket. Did you get it for the two of you to snuggle up in?
This is my hi there. We have those. We have the blankets on the chair, and then we cover up with the blankets. You know how you go to somebody's house? I told him, I said, we're those old people that have the chair. Like we can't have this chair just covered up with blankets. We look like those people that never leave the house. But we haven't left the house in a year, so.
Exactly.
But tell Scott about why he calls you Jack. It was so sweet.
Well, my dad was Jack, and my dad was, you know, had a very. I do a lot of things that my dad did. If I make a meal, I'm usually apologizing for it before you eat it. My dad was a great cook, but he'd always say something like, well, there might not be enough salt on the barbecue or whatever he would say. And I will do that because I want everybody to love the food. And so I'll start making excuses and he'll say, Jack, the food is good. Like, just relax.
Oh, man, it's like an homage to your pop. That is awesome. We were talking about the love story that y'all have is incredible. And the love story that you have with your two little guests. Did you bring the guests today? I saw one of them.
You
know, one of them is asleep
Look
over
at
here.
Knocked out.
Yeah. And the other one is a puppy, and she's not behaving. She's just wandering, so.
So you created this pet care line. I mean, I know that this has probably got to be near and dear to your heart because when you are a pet owner, especially a dog or a cat, you are constantly on the lookout for good treats, good healthy things for your dog.
Not family.
Yeah, exactly, family.
Yeah, and you know, you're wanting things that they're gonna love because you want them to enjoy them, and then you don't want to be the, every time you see something in the news about something, you're like, oh, I want to make sure my dogs aren't eating that or whatever. So we wanted to really work hard to find ingredients that we knew were going to be safe. And things that would be tasty for dogs. Dogs apparently have a lot different palate than we do. It's human grade, but it's a little bland. Hi, Millie.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
This is Millie. Millie's a rescue. Amy's also a rescue. And then for the other things like the beds, my dogs are out on the farm every day. They get dirty, so I need to be able to put those beds in the washing machine. Mm-hmm. And like their collars, I've had so much of a thing with collars that because they roll and stuff. And they always seem to roll on their collars. Mm-hmm. And so they have waterproof collars now. I can just wipe them down. So I really approach this line as what is practical, what is going to be good for my dogs who are really active. So I feel like if my dogs can handle it, anybody's dogs can handle it. And then to make them pretty, the travel backpack is so cool. To me, you don't even have to have a dog to carry the backpack. It's so pretty, but it has compartments for treats and a place for pop-up. There's some pop-up bowls for food and water when you travel with your pet. Mm-hmm. So just try to think practical and pretty and functional, and I'm really excited. And then to shine a light on rescue, to really talk about the importance of adopt, don't shop, and educating people about rescue and about spaying and neutering, just the things that I'm passionate about.
I love this. Is so close to your heart. For your cooking, new cookbook coming out. What can you tell us?
I kind of stuck with what I do best. I think people know me for comfort food, and I grew up, Southern, and so this book is, after the success of the show, the thing that people tell me the most is I feel like I could be in your kitchen with you, and it would be weird, And so we named the book Trisha's Kitchen, and it's really recipes that I'm hoping people will have the confidence to make. I'm your girl if you're not someone who thinks they know how to cook, because most of the things that I make are simple, the way I learned how to cook from my mom and my dad. And just kind of carrying on that tradition of telling those stories about where recipes come from.
You talk about recipes and sharing with your family, in particular your husband. Oprah has talked about, for Stedman, she makes these beans.
Oh, yeah.
And this cornbread, and it's it seals the deal.
It's the love language that Stedman needs.
You know what I'm saying? So what would be the meal that you cook for Garth that's like, oh, yeah, buddy.
It's on
tonight.
Well, I have to tell you that the symbol for that in our house is this. That's it.
What?
Don't snap your fingers if you're not serious. Wait. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying. It's not a joke. Don't be playing.
This is
It's
the
not a
greatest
flirt.
thing.
Not that joke.
Wait, Trisha. So is it anytime you could be at a party and you could just say Garth, and then you're out of there. Like it's wherever you are, the snap. And who invented the snap?
And I shouldn't have told you this at all, but I just did. So there you go.
Wait, okay, so
Next time I interview Garth Scott, I'm gonna say, "Hey Garth,
hey,
you
God,
feeling a little,
question
Now,
for you.
it shouldn't work if you're with Garth and you snap your fingers, and if
no,
it
no.
does, we're gonna have to have a conversation.
I'm gonna say, what does this evoke in you?
You're
What
right.
are you thinking?
So I mean, you know the lean and snap move. Have you ever heard of it? Listen, that is so funny. It's so cool too. The little languages.
Y'all's love together, Trisha. When I was on with Garth, first of all, he called you Miss Yearwood the whole time.
Yep.
And he was glowing, talking about you. And how many years have y'all been together now?
We've been married for 15, together for 20.
For 20
and
years. And he's more in love with you now than ever. And I feel the same coming back for you. How do you get that?
You know, we were really good friends before we ever were a romantic couple. And I really think there is a value in that, because I don't know about you guys, but I was definitely guilty of being down the road.